Hello, I am Roberto Riva. Today is the 23rd of March 2020, and since everybody's at home in quarantine due to this coronavirus, we have taken the opportunity to do a short home video to demonstrate the properties, the stimulation properties of StimMax in improving mobility and flow in reservoirs, and also how it unclogs obstructions by separating solids and water. This was done in two tests. One test professionally done by Intevep PDVSA Rosneft, shown here, and the other one done at home by its creator Jeff Locke of Welltech Fluids, while his kids are playing in the pool, which shows how easy it is to show, and also the non-toxicity of the product. I hope you enjoy it. The following is the professional test done by PDVSA Intevep Rosneft, where we can show that the product StimMax was poured in this test tube, and shortly after this material, the StimMax, called PAS1000, was applied by them to test El Furrial crude, which is a huge deposit in Venezuela, and it cleaned, encapsulated, and formed a protective film that will permit a great flow of crude oil from the formation. And the technicians added, "We are delighted," which is quite unusual for them to say. Here you see how it encapsulates the oil, and it would be the same that would happen inside the reservoir, encapsulating all the pores. And here's the separation. This is the oil on top. This second part here are the solids, and underneath the water. And this is the separation process. This was done naturally in a test tube, but in the field, it would be soaking for 12 to 24 hours for it to penetrate deep into the formation. Now we go to the personal experiment done by Jeff Locke in his house.
Good afternoon, Roberto. Per your request, I am filming this video for your benefit. It's so easy. I'm actually doing it in my backyard, and I have my son even swimming. What I have is the Plus Patrol CE 1224 pulled from this year. We're going to put StimMax PAS for paraffin, asphaltene, and sludge, or scale, I should say. And we have 500 milliliters of Plus Patrol, and we're going to insert 20 milliliters of PAS that's already been pre-inserted into this little jar. I'm back, Roberto. I'm actually going to insert the PAS. Again, that's 20 milliliters. And you can immediately see how it's already separating. You got 3 levels of separation. I'm back. I just put the cap back on, and with some slight agitation, let me just slig it up for a little bit, swirl around a little bit. See how the oil that was sticking to the sides of the glass is automatically coming off. You can see the water separating out of the oil. You can see a sediment layer between the whatever was in the oil and the water, and then you'll see the crude actually floating on top. Again, the benefit of our product, as you know, is to improve flow, and this is a real simple experiment that just shows the separation, the lifting, and out the door it goes. The protective coating you see on the glass will be the same kind of protective coating you'll see inside the reservoir, on the, within the pores, and any kind of water and oil emulsion or oil and water emulsion will won't stick to the walls, again enhancing flow. Round 2, Roberto. I'm taking a look at the crude from Peru, pulled on February 17th, 2020, lot number 12012. Again, I'm taking 20 milliliters of PAZ, and I'm going to inject it into the crude samples that was sent to us. You're going to immediately start seeing, again, the separation breaking down. Let me agitate it and I'll turn it back on. And the Peru samples are already starting to break down. I will add water. I'm going to add water to the Plus Patrol because theoretically, as you can see, nothing is sticking. What we'll do is we'll just assume that we're using a water or a brine or even a diesel for that matter as a displacement, and then watch the separation begin. Okay, Roberto, now I'm going to throw in, let's pretend there's some displacement going on. I'm actually putting in around 1,000 milliliters of water. This pushes the product deep into the reservoir to get into all the pores. Again, think nanoparticulates. And it's going to start stripping and breaking any emulsion. It's going to restore permeability, and we'll start shrinking the clays. Yeah. Well, Roberto, upon some agitation, again, you can see how how this layer is coming up, this layer is coming down. There's a sediment layer in between, and the whatever leftover crude that's still sticking to the walls of the glass are slowly peeling off. Again, I hope this is helpful. As with the Plus Patrol sample, where we added about 500 milliliters of water, we've added around 200 milliliters of water to the Peru sample, and you can see how it's breaking down. I'll do some agitation. With a little agitation, totally dislodged. Again, hope this is helpful.
These last 2 photos show the separation of the oil on top, and on the bottom all the solids and water after soaking for 24 hours. Well, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoy it.